In the heart of Illinois, nestled within the dense, whispering woods of Midlothian, lies a forsaken place known as Bachelor's Grove Cemetery. This small, abandoned graveyard is shrouded in an unsettling silence, its ancient tombstones cracked and weathered by time, covered in a thick layer of moss and ivy. A spectral mist clings to the air, swirling around the graves like a veil of secrecy. It is here, amid the overgrown trees and tangled underbrush, that the story of the Madonna of Bachelor's Grove takes root. As the sun begins its descent below the horizon, casting long shadows across the land, an eerie chill creeps into the atmosphere. Nightfall at Bachelor's Grove is not for the faint of heart, for it is said that when darkness envelops the cemetery, the spirits of the departed rise from their eternal slumber to wander among the living. The legend of the Madonna of Bachelor's Grove has been whispered through generations, a tale that sends shivers down the spine of even the bravest souls. It is a story of love and loss, of a mother eternally bound to her child. Her name, they say, was Catherine Vogt Fulton, a woman whose heart was shattered by the untimely death of her infant daughter. Decades ago, in a time long forgotten, Catherine's child was laid to rest within the confines of Bachelor's Grove. The graveyard was already a place of mystery and sorrow, its history steeped in the supernatural. But it was the death of Catherine's daughter that would forever bind her spirit to the land. They say that on moonlit nights, when the silver light casts a haunting glow upon the earth, the Madonna can be seen wandering the cemetery grounds. Clad in a flowing white gown, her dark hair cascading down her shoulders, she moves with an ethereal grace, her eyes filled with an eternal longing. In her arms, she cradles an invisible child, the weight of her grief palpable in the air. Many have claimed to witness her spectral presence, her ghostly form drifting among the tombstones. Some say she is searching for her lost child, her mournful cries echoing through the night. Others believe she is protecting the resting place of her daughter, a guardian spirit forever watching over her beloved offspring. But the Madonna is not alone in her eternal vigil. The cemetery is a place of restless spirits, each with its own story to tell. The ghostly apparitions of a farmer and his horse, a phantom vehicle that appears out of nowhere, and the sinister presence of a two-headed beast lurking in the nearby pond. All these and more haunt the desolate grounds of Bachelor's Grove. The most famous encounter with the Madonna occurred in the late 1970s, when a local radio show received a call from a shaken witness. The caller claimed to have captured a photograph of a shrouded figure carrying a baby while dressed in a nun-like habit. The image sent shockwaves through the community, sparking renewed interest in the cemetery's haunted history. In 1991, a member of the Ghost Research Society named Judy Huff Felds took a photograph that would forever cement the legend of the Madonna of Bachelor's Grove. While exploring the cemetery with her team, Judy felt an inexplicable presence near a stone known as the Quilted Stone. She snapped a photo, and when it developed, it revealed the ethereal image of a woman in a long dress, seated on the stone, her face turned away from the camera. The photograph quickly gained international attention, fueling the stories of the White Lady and her spectral wanderings. Despite numerous investigations and attempts to debunk the legend, the mystery of the Madonna endures. Some believe she is the restless spirit of Catherine Vogt Fulton, forever searching for her child. Others suggest she may be Luella Fulton Rogers, a woman who met a tragic end near the cemetery and whose spirit now roams the grounds in search of peace. As the moon rises high in the sky, casting an otherworldly glow over Bachelor's Grove, the cemetery takes on a life of its own. The trees sway gently in the breeze, their leaves rustling like whispers in the night. Shadows dance among the tombstones, flickering and shifting as if guided by unseen hands. Visitors brave enough to explore the cemetery after dark speak of an overwhelming sense of unease, a feeling that they are being watched by unseen eyes. The air grows colder, the silence more profound, as if the very ground is holding its breath in anticipation. Footsteps echo in the distance, and the faint sound of a baby's cry drifts on the wind, a haunting reminder of the Madonna's eternal vigil. Yet despite the fear and foreboding, there is a sense of beauty in the tale of the Madonna of Bachelors Grove. It is a story of a mother's love that transcends death, of a bond so strong that not even the grave can sever it. In the heart of the haunted cemetery, amid the decay and despair, lies a testament to the enduring power of love and the unbreakable connection between a mother and her child. And so, the legend of the Madonna of Bachelors Grove lives on, a chilling reminder of the mysteries that lurk just beyond the veil of our understanding. As long as the cemetery stands, the story will endure, whispered among the tombstones, carried on the wind, a ghostly echo of a love that refuses to fade. In the quiet countryside of Kansas, nestled between rolling hills and swaying fields of corn, lies a small, unassuming graveyard known as Stull Cemetery. To the casual observer, it appears no different from any other rural resting place, with its weathered tombstones and iron-wrought gates. But as any local will tell you, Stull Cemetery is not merely a place of eternal rest. It harbors a dark secret that has captured the imagination and fear of those who dare to speak its name. The story begins in the late 1800s when the first settlers arrived in the area. They built a modest church on a hill overlooking the cemetery, a place of worship where families gathered on Sundays to seek solace and community. But it was not long before whispers of strange occurrences began to circulate among the townsfolk. The church, they said, was cursed. Its walls were said to echo with unholy sounds, and the very ground it stood upon was rumored to conceal a doorway to hell itself. As the years passed, the church fell into disrepair, its wooden beams rotting and its steeple leaning precariously to one side. Eventually, a fierce storm swept through the region, tearing the structure from its foundations and scattering its remains across the landscape. The townspeople were relieved to see it go, hoping that with its destruction, the curse would be lifted. But Stull Cemetery had other plans. Legend has it that a hidden staircase lies buried beneath the cemetery grounds, a secret passageway that opens only at midnight on the night of the spring equinox and Halloween. These steps, it is said, lead directly to the underworld, a gateway to a realm where no living soul has ever returned. Those who claim to have seen the staircase describe it as a narrow, spiraling descent into darkness, each step echoing with the cries of the damned. The stories of Stull Cemetery reached fever pitch in the 1970s, when rumors of occult rituals and satanic gatherings began to spread like wildfire. It was said that a group of individuals, drawn to the cemetery by its dark reputation, had been conducting ceremonies in the dead of night, invoking spirits and summoning forces beyond their control. The local authorities dismissed these claims as mere superstition, but the chilling tales continued to grow, fueled by the mysterious happenings that seemed to plague the area. Witnesses reported seeing ghostly apparitions drifting among the tombstones, their translucent forms bathed in the eerie glow of the moon. Some spoke of encounters with a shadowy figure clad in black, a sinister presence that watched from the shadows with eyes that burned like embers. Others recounted tales of their vehicles stalling inexplicably near the cemetery gates, the engines refusing to start until the sun had risen once more. Perhaps the most infamous tale associated with Stull Cemetery is that of the Pope himself. According to local lore, during a visit to the United States in the early 1990s, Pope John Paul II refused to allow his plane to fly over Kansas, detouring around the state to avoid the accursed ground of Stull Cemetery. Though the Vatican has never confirmed this story, it remains a potent symbol of the cemetery's fearsome reputation. Despite the warnings and the tales of terror, Stull Cemetery continues to draw visitors from far and wide, each seeking a glimpse of the supernatural, a brush with the unknown. Some come out of curiosity, others out of a desire to confront their deepest fears, but all leave with a profound sense of unease, a lingering feeling that they have walked upon hallowed ground, where the boundary between the living and the dead is perilously thin. As night falls over Stull Cemetery, the wind whispers through the trees, carrying with it the voices of the past. The air grows heavy with anticipation, and the shadows stretch long across the graves. It is a place where time seems to stand still, where the veil between worlds is drawn back to reveal the secrets that lie beyond. For those who dare to enter, Stull Cemetery offers a chilling reminder of the mysteries that lie hidden in the darkness, of the forces that dwell just beyond the edge of our understanding. It is a place where legends are born and nightmares take root, a testament to the enduring power of fear and the unknown. And so, the legend of Stull Cemetery lives on, a ghostly tale passed down through generations, whispered among the tombstones, and carried on the wind. A story that will continue to haunt the imagination of all who hear it. On the sun-drenched island of Barbados, where palm trees sway gently in the warm Caribbean breeze and the azure waters of the ocean lap at the golden shores, lies a chilling secret that has puzzled locals and visitors alike for over 2 centuries. This is the tale of the Chase family vault, a story steeped in mystery, dread, and the unexplainable. Our story begins in the early 1800s, in Christchurch Parish, where the peaceful churchyard held the promise of eternal rest for the island's departed souls. Among the cemetery's many tombs stood a formidable structure, hewn from blue limestone and fortified with heavy marble slabs. This was the Chase family vault, an imposing crypt intended to house the remains of one of Barbados's most prominent families. The vault was first used in 1807, when the body of Thomasina Goddard was interred within its cold stone walls. Her burial was uneventful, a simple ceremony marking the passage of life to death. But it was not long before the vault's sinister reputation began to unfold. In 1812, the patriarch of the Chase family, Thomas Chase, passed away under circumstances shrouded in rumor and suspicion. A man known for his volatile temper and rumored cruelty, Thomas Chase was not mourned by many. When his body was brought to the family vault for burial, an unsettling discovery awaited those who dared to enter. As the heavy marble slab was removed to reveal the entrance to the crypt, a gasp of shock escaped from the assembled crowd. The coffins within the vault, those of Thomasina Goddard and the recently deceased Mary Ann Maria Chase, were found in complete disarray. They were overturned and displaced as though some powerful force had tossed them about with abandon. Whispers of dread spread among the mourners. Was this the work of grave robbers, vandals desecrating the resting place of the dead? Or was it something more sinister, something beyond the realm of human understanding? Despite the unease, Thomas Chase's coffin was placed inside the vault, and the entrance was sealed once more. But the island's peace was shattered when, not long after, the vault was opened again for yet another burial. Once more, the coffins were found in chaotic disarray, their positions altered inexplicably. Panic spread through the island like wildfire, as tales of the cursed vault reached the ears of every inhabitant. Some claimed the crypt was haunted by restless spirits, the angry souls of the Chase family exacting revenge for wrongs committed in life. Others believed the vault sat atop a gateway to the underworld, its sinister energy spilling forth into the world of the living. As the burials continued, the inexplicable disturbances persisted. With each opening of the vault, the coffins were discovered in ever more bizarre positions, some standing upright as if the occupants had tried to escape their eternal confinement. The governor of Barbados himself, Lord Combermere, was called upon to witness the phenomenon. Determined to uncover the truth, he ordered an investigation, sealing the vault with heavy chains and pouring sand across the entrance to detect any signs of tampering. When the vault was reopened, the sand lay undisturbed, the chains unbroken, and yet the coffins were once more in disarray, their positions altered by an unseen hand. Defeated by the mystery and unable to find a logical explanation, the decision was made to empty the vault. The remaining coffins were removed and reburied elsewhere, leaving the crypt forever empty, its secrets locked away within its stone walls. Over the years, many have speculated on the cause of the disturbances within the Chase family vault. Some suggest natural causes such as earthquakes or flooding, although no evidence has ever supported these theories. Others hold fast to the belief that the vault was indeed cursed, haunted by spirits who refused to rest in peace. To this day, the Chase family vault stands silent and deserted, a relic of a bygone era and a testament to the island's haunted past. Visitors to Christchurch Parish tread carefully around the crypt, their whispers hushed by the oppressive weight of history and mystery that surrounds it. As the sun sets over the island, casting long shadows across the churchyard, the legend of the Chase family vault endures, a chilling reminder of the unknown, a story passed down through generations, its mysteries never to be fully understood. For those who dare to listen, the vault echoes with the whispers of the past, a ghostly chorus that lingers in the minds of all who hear it. And as the Caribbean night draws near, the island remains watchful, its eyes ever turned towards the silent, enigmatic tomb that holds the secrets of the Chase family forevermore.